I found your wine.
Wonderful! Our guests will be in a fantastic mood before...
I sampled the wine. It's not vinegar, at least. Maybe I can offer some discounted tickets in...
So, when will I be able to see this play?
Well, there's a little complication with the cast.
You've lost your actors?
None of them showed up at the last rehearsal. And the time before that, they seemed terribly discouraged. Someone might have been too harsh with them.
No one will get paid if they don't come back.
Exactly. There's 3 of them in all. They're playing Ephialtes, Xerxes, and the Ennikis. I can give you an idea of...
So, who's playing Leonidas?
I am, of course. I trust no one but myself to carry the starring role.
So Xerxes?
Yes, and I found a tremendous actor to play him. He plays marvelous villains. He did mention that the Despontian ruins were inspiring him.
The Ennikis. That was Leonidas' favorite lieutenant.
Yes, and played by a charming young fellow. A bit of a nervous type, though. I was surprised when he told me he was going gambling in the Great Square here in Elite.
So the traitor, Ephialtes, is missing.
Usually, my good friend Tros is dedicated to his craft. But the last time we spoke, he seemed touched by a certain religious fervor. He said he would pray at the spring of Pie.
I hope the actors turn up.
When you find our actors, send them back to me. And do your best to encourage them. Our performance will be terrible if...
And that means no one will pay us. This is the city we could see from Mount Enno, Sikaros. I've always dreamed of coming here.
How can I help you? May the blessings of Hermes go with you. Ah, a customer. Come back anytime.
This is terrible. I'm really going to need the Leonidas to get out of this mess.
Are you playing Vianikis for Thespis?
I was, but now I can't. I lost all I had gambling with the commander. Now he says I'm his slave until I pay off the debt. I'll be working for him for years.
All right. Let's settle.
Oh, thank you. The commander is right over there.
You want to play another game?
No,
I need my friend back. He's due to act in a play. I think
What's the play?
Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. This man plays Vianikis.
A good military play. We need more of those on the stage. Of course, it would be best if they cast real soldiers in...
I'm not!
So here is how it is, Mystios. This Malakas owes me a debt that he's paying off with service. Do you intend to take his place?
You're gonna get your ass handed to you.
Let's make a deal. My service
Works for me. My soldiers used to be stationed at the stable of Evieas. We've relocated since then, but left behind a good luck charm by mistake.
Is that all? I'll be back before... I should return this to the commander.
Βεβαίως εξέρχομαι.
Is a fine blade. Hand it over.
Here you go. I take it we're even.
Yes. This will cover his debt.
We should leave. Follow me.
Do you think that commander will really leave me alone?
Maybe he won't. But if you're playing the Anikis, you must be ready to defend yourself. A Spartan doesn't cower at home just because...
But I'm only a Spartan in a play.
Do you want to convince your audience or not? The Anikis had to live with the fear of being killed every day. Why should it be different?
I see. Knowing that commander could show up at my home any day with 12 men and set spears at my throat, that fear will inform my character.
You're welcome. Now get back to Thespis for...
You call yourself a Misthios?
The gods!
Don't thank them yet. Let's get out of here.
Thank you. I don't think I could have survived much longer.
Why were those Malakas keeping you prisoner?
They were raving, convinced I'm the villains at play. They wanted me to lead them into a dark ceremony and tortured me to recite their spells. Nothing was enough.
You're safe now.
I am, but the witch has plans to harm the citizens of Elise. She says they wronged her, so she poisoned the shipment of supplies.
I'll have to destroy those supplies before...
But now that she knows you're here, she'll leave her hiding place and flee into the wilderness. No one will be safe if she escapes.
I can't let the people of Elise be poisoned. Good. Now no one can be poisoned by the supplies. I destroyed the poison supply.
That's good, but the witch is still out there.
You think Xerxes was ever safe? Leonidas and his Spartans wanted him dead. His own mother will betray him given the chance.
Xerxes asking for safety. You're right, the king of Persia would never grovel. He'd crush his enemies before they could execute their plan.
I'm glad you see it that way. You should get back to Thespis.
I will. And thank you.
Happy to have helped, Your Majesty.
Hello. Have you come to learn about the mysteries of Hedony?
Sure, I'd like to know. Let's start with, what's Hedony?
Hedony is the goddess of bliss, and since we all seek bliss, we are all Hedony.
I'm not seeking bliss.
We have no actors here.
Look, his name is Tros. He's an actor working for Thespis.
I recall hearing that an actor joined us, but now his name is Hedony, like mine.
Just give me a straight answer.
I'm sorry. I'm the only one permitted to speak with outsiders. But if you pass our initiation, others will speak with you.
Fine. Initiate me.
Wonderful. You must complete 2 tasks to demonstrate your devotion. First, climb to the top of the waterfall of eternal joy and dive into froth of fantasy.
Right.
Then, explore the cave of deepest self-knowledge and return with a treasure you'll...
Waterfall dive, cave treasure. This is the waterfall. Now to pick a good spot and jump. That cave must be around here somewhere. Ah, that must be the cave with the treasure inside. That's what I'm looking for. jumped from the waterfall and found the treasure.
You have initiated yourself. Welcome to the mysteries of Hedony. Hedony, go talk with your brothers and sisters.
I'll go speak with them now. Hello. Are you Tros, the actor?
You must be new. There are no actors here. Our only role is to be Hedony, to inhabit her grace and tranquility.
You sound like you know something about the theater.
I wouldn't say I know much about it. I might have studied a little Aristophanes, a little Euripides. Medea was robbed, you know.
I'm going to speak with some more hedonists.
That's a good...
Hello. I'm looking for the actor.
Oh, an actor. I'd love to be an actor. But my friends told me I need to practice my stage presence.
That's wise advice. Hello. I'm looking for Tros, the actor.
Well, none of us use our old names here, but acting, I know about that. Make the audience laugh when they want to laugh, and cry when they want to cry.
And how would you make an audience laugh?
Well, I'd probably slip and fall on a piece of goat's bladder. Works every time.
I see. And to make them cry?
I tell them about how much I miss my poor dead goat. And if that didn't work, I'd cut an onion at the same time. Old theater trick, you know.
Thanks for your time.
We should use that name. It might get more people join.
Chiere, are you Tros?
No. No, I'm not him.
Good. Otherwise, Thespis is terrible at choosing actors. Are you Tros? I'm looking for an actor named Tros.
What? I had nearly reached the third level of Hedony's godly bliss when you interrupted me. Now I have to start all over again!
You get on with that. It's probably best you...
You again, Hedon.
If you aren't the actor Tros, you're certainly good enough to be him. Come act in Thespis' play.
I'd like to help you, Hedony, but I need to stay here.
Picture it. You, up on a stage, showing hundreds of people how wonderful the message of Hedony is. I'm offering you that chance.
That is magnificent. A chance to spread the joy of Hedony to so many people.
Good. Now go report to Thespis at Pelops Market in Elise, and get on with your rehearsals.
Alexios, my muse, my helper, the one who saves my posterior. I require your assistance one last time.
You've got all your actors, Thespis. Your audience is sated.
Leonidas himself is the problem. Picture it. I was rehearsing a monologue, brandishing my shield, encouraging my soldiers. Come back with your shield, or under it!
I believe that's with your shield or on it.
No, I'm sure it's under it. But just as I gestured with my shield, I slammed it into my toe. And now I can barely stand.
It's a shame you have to cancel the play after so much work.
We are not canceling the play. We'd have to give back people's drachmae.
The show must go on.
What? Me?
And I'm no general, but on stage I am. Think of it. You could bring the great man's memory back to life. He could live again through you.
It's my destiny. I'll play Leonidas.
Excellent. So, let's do a quick run-through of your lines. You already heard the first part. Come back with your shield, or under it!
On it!
The next part is directed at Xerxes. The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods in wine!
I'm pretty sure Leonidas said, drench the gods with their blood.
I know what I wrote. Finally, when you confront the traitor, today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Tomorrow is a day the world will remember. Leonidas battled for all of Hellas and its freedom, not just Sparta.
I'm sure you'll get it right. If you like, go rehearse with the rest of the cast.
I'll go rehearse with my
So good to see you. I'm sure you'll make a great Leonidas, seeing as you took care of that commander, so...
It was nothing.
So in our scene, I'll ask you to advise the troops. Then you answer, come back with your shield or under it.
I'm sure every Spartan general says on it.
That's what Thespis wrote.
Hitoni, good to see you. There's a lot of people out there, aren't there? I sure hope the good word of the goddess can...
I'm sure it will.
So, I'm Ephialtes the traitor. I'll say, I'm so clever for betraying you and the Spartans. Then you say, today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Why would Thespis write that? Leonidas was a king himself. He wanted the whole world to remember what he did.
It's a work of art. Don't take the details too seriously.
You're back. Good. Your word stuck with me, Misthios. The public will fear and admire my Xerxes.
I'm glad I could inspire you.
As King Xerxes, I'll insult you and the Spartans, the usual. So you reply, the Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we all drench the gods with wine.
I know Thespis loves his wine, but Leonidas said he'd drench the gods with blood.
He's the director. I'm sure you can make his lines work.
Do you need to rehearse more? Or are you ready to be Leon?
I'm ready. Let's start the play.
Welcome to our play! the heroic tale of King Leonidas and his 300 Spartans.
Thank you for being here. Remember that Leonidas was not only a king of Sparta, but the savior of all Greeks.
I am the Anikis, lieutenant of the great Leonidas. I will serve him until Hades himself comes to claim him. My commander, my king, we are outnumbered and outmaneuvered. What can I do to help?
What does the Spartan general have to say to his right-hand man?
Come back with your shield, or on it!
I am Xerxes, king of the Persians. Your puny gods mean nothing to me. Kneel before my mortal self. You Spartan cur! I will grind you and your people under my sandal.
How will Leonidas reply to his mortal enemy, Xerxes?
The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods with their blood!
All right. I'm Ephialtes, exile and traitor. You know I'll bring doom to the Spartan army by revealing a secret goat path to the Persians. Those stuck-up Spartans won't stand a chance. I've defeated your plans, Leonidas. What are you going to do about that?
The traitor dares talk back to his king! What will Leonidas say to that?
Today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the world will remember.
Great job, my friend. Enjoy the crowd's reaction, because I don't think Thesbis will be happy you went off script.
I think I can take care of him.
I can't believe it. You ruined my perfect script.
Didn't you hear the crowd? They wanted to hear the real story of Leonidas. I should know. He was my grandfather.
You never stop performing. I love that. You almost had me convinced, you joker. Here, you're part of the take.
Thanks. Maybe I'm more of an actor than I thought.
Please, dear gods, can anyone help? Those Atlas swine have ruined me.
Divine winds have brought your cries to me.
Amazing. Please, friend, filthy bandits attacked me and stole all of my belongings. My tools are worthless to them, but invaluable to me. I am ruined.
Point me towards these thieves.
Praise Zeus. No, nothing. Please, recover my tools and...
I found your tools.
I can't believe it. Maybe you really are from Olympus.
Yes, I am of the blood of Olympus.
Amazing. Maybe those villagers from the new farm had it right. That is where I'm going now. And
what can you...
Linu?
Why... Lead me to Linu Farm.
Excellent. I'm sure they will honor you with it.
Then let's go. How did you learn of this village?
My doctrine on beauty is renowned. Village priestesses came to my home in Argos and begged me to come and fashion a figure for them.
You came all the way from Argos?
They often could track me. It's not easy being an artist, you know.
And what is this statue going to look like when you are done?
Well, you, I suppose.
Me?
They worship the Eagle Bearer. They told me lots of stories. A pretty fair description, though I expected you to be taller. And to have a smaller nose.
This theory of yours, who determines what is beautiful?
Math. Exactly. Beauty is an equation derived from the commensurability of all the parts of the body. From finger to finger. Fingers to the palm and wrist. Those to the forearm and the forearm to the upper arm. And like that, to include the whole of the body.
Huh. Math.
Gratitude, friend. You saved my hide. And you've given me great reference. Let us talk to the priestess Exioni and be properly welcomed.
Good, Polyklitos. You made it.
Priestess Exioni, my journey was a test from the god.
Who is this?
I'm Alexios.
The Mystios you told me about. He appeared like a bolt from Zeus and
The Eagle Bearer. This is an unexpected honor.
Glad to visit.
Certainly you jest. Your deeds are carried along the winds and sung through the stars. We are but a poor village, but your being here gives us hope to cling to.
And soon there will be a statue to capture a hint of your glory.
To have our patron walk among us and give us divine fortune is a wonder.
You do me a great honor. I am pleased to walk among your people.
Oh, thank you, Eagle Bearer. There are many humble servants here who could benefit from your attention.
Tell me their names.
There is a shepherdess, Herifil. You can find her near the stable south of here. Akatos, the hunter, who has a small house on the west end of the village. And Menalkas, a young farmer.
Who is... What... Priest... I will see what I can do for...
Not my people, divine Eagle Bearer. We priestesses are but humble servants of your exalted greatness. My sisters and I want to prepare a proper celebration for your portentous visitation.
Why have you forsaken me, Eagle Bearer? What have I done to offend all the powers on Olympus?
Forsaken you? I don't think we've ever met.
Eh? Who? You? You?
Yes, me.
I have been cursed by the gods. They speak to me all day and night, filling my head with visions and fears. I cannot work and my...
Why did...
I do...
What is...
The gods speak of death.
I'll take a look around the farm and see...
Thank you, Eagle Bearer.
But first I must determine if this is truly the work of the gods, or if your plight is of a more earthly nature. These crops stink. Could that rot affect the mind? I wonder if all the crops in this silo are the same. These vases were dedicated to the gods. If Menalkos broke them, the gods might be angered. Demeter and Dionysos might have sickened his crops and polluted his mind. Look at this little guy. These offerings look abundant and long neglected. Not a good way to honor Demeter or Zeus.
Menalkas is a sad case. Thinks he's been cursed by the powers that be. I told him that's ridiculous.
Why ridiculous?
Because if you wanted to punish him, you'd just smite him or have an eagle fly down and eat his eyes or the like. Huh? You wouldn't curse his harvest.
I wouldn't?
Of course not. You're the Eagle Bearer. Arrow of Apollo, shield of Ares, child of Zeus. Not the master of blighted crops.
So Menalkos' problems are caused by...
some kind of sickness in the crops.
The water in this pot reeks like the sticks. Maybe the disease is seeping into the water. This seems like an earth